I'm Adrian Carbajal. Here are your headlines from Central Texas. After up-and-coming boxer Hannah Rapp was struck and killed in Brazos County, questions are circling about Texas law and repeat offenders. Our city walker spoke with a local attorney on why, despite a lengthy criminal record, the man accused of manslaughter in her case was able to be out on bond at the time of her death.
Rising professional boxer Hannah Rapp died Saturday, July 18th, after investigators say she was intentionally struck by a vehicle while riding her bicycle along FM 159 in Brazos County.
Why is that person on bond anyway? Well, that's the law.
The man accused, Charles Medina, was out on bond for another case at the time of Rapp's death.
He went before a magistrate judge, was given a bond. He posted enough to get out, so they let him out.
With no prior felony convictions.
The way the law is written, misdemeanors don't create enhanceable offenses normally.
But accused of driving recklessly while firing a gun at a parked vehicle and charged with deadly conduct, criminal mischief, and reckless driving.
Typically, most of the time, our clients don't commit crimes while on bond, but in this case they did, and I could see why the family would be upset by that.
Now, Rapp's coach and family are working to create what they call Hannah's Law.
In this particular case, I don't think it would apply. The prior violent criminal acts, he's not been found guilty of.
The goal would be to prevent repeat violent offenders from being released on bond.
I think the idea would be something that the public would generally like. It wouldn't apply in his case.
He's back in jail, and Medina's bond on his past charge for deadly conduct and discharge of a firearm was revoked. The state can ask the court to increase the bond.
On cases where they believe that the defendant poses a danger to the public, they can go make that argument to the district judge now and have the district judge increase the bond.
Pritchard did say prosecutors could also use his actions while out on bond to argue for higher sentencing as well. In other news, more big-name stores and trendy restaurants are moving to Waco thanks to a campaign by the city. I talked with city leaders about how they're using all of their resources to bring these retailers right here to Central Texas. Waco's shopping list is growing, and city economic development leaders say that's no accident. Behind every new store is years of research, sales data, and persistence.
We have a list of over 130 brands that we feel are missing and could thrive in the city, and so we go after those.
The city tracks where people are leaving Waco to shop, then takes that information straight to some of the country's biggest retailers. One of their biggest selling points, Central Texas Marketplace, which sees more than 7 million visits a year.
And I've been told multiple times that by these brands, I had no idea that Waco had something that was thriving like that. And so it's always exciting, and you could even see some of that momentum with Sprouts going in there and a few of those other new brands.
Sometimes the answer isn't immediately yes. Pacina says the city spent 4 years trying to convince TJ Maxx that Waco could support another store. Now it's coming.
Man, we laid the groundwork, and we kept sending those reminders that, hey, Waco is not what maybe you're underestimating it. And so it's great to see them coming, especially in economically tough times. They're coming because they know they're going to come and they're going to do well. I know our residents will support the brand very well here.
So what about the names everyone keeps asking for? Costco, Trader Joe's, or Cheesecake Factory? Pacina says they're still making their pitch.
We go to them and we just try to tell them again, look, this is why this would make sense for you. We're definitely going after them. And I think we're going to continue until, even if they tell us no, we're just going to keep refining until we get them here.
City leaders say Waco's location between Dallas and Austin, Baylor University, Magnolia, and a growing regional shopping base will continue to help put the city on the radar of more national brands. Pacina says some companies can take years to decide where to expand, so while there's no timeline for names like Costco or Trader Joe's, they say they'll keep making the case that Waco is ready. And those are your headlines from Central Texas.